Hey everybody, it's Dab Girl Dab, and this is kind of boat related because I made a decision about a thing. See, I've been selling things online because I just need to get rid of some stuff, And one of them is this very unique little barn bank, and I've had it listed on Facebook Marketplace for a long time. It's made out of recycled boards, but look at this. It's got a little surprise on the back, which is an old bronze post office box door. And I decided that it needs to be repurposed. So, off comes the door. Now, what are you going to do with the door? Does the door work? Well, yep, it sure does. Locks up. I have the combination to it, so I know how it works. So how is this related to a boat? Well, the captain usually has a hard locker, or a security locker on the boat, which is a place that they can put things to lock them up. And so I'm going to build a box for, my wallet or anything that I just want somebody not to be able to pick up when I'm not around. I might even make it bigger where I can get, a camera in there. But this is good enough. It's going to be very unique on the boat. It's going to be secure. It'll be a lot of fun. And at the end of the day, nobody else is going to have this on their boat, right? So, yeah, I think it's really, really a neat little device, and it kind of speaks to my era. Although there's a lot of post offices that still use these. So anyway, that's going to go on the boat. So what am I going to do with the rest? Well, I've decided that it needs to be a home for a bird, or some of these bumblebees that I have around. So I have a piece of wood that I'm going to make to go on the back, and I'm going to make it to where I can peek in there. So if there's a little baby nest in there and I want to just have a little peek once in a while, I could do that. The problem I have right now is that this fella, you probably can't see it, but deep inside of there is the opening for the coin entrance, which is on the front. And you can see he's got a piece of acrylic on there. And he's got that screwed in there really well from the inside. Clearly, it was assembled before he put it together. But I have an idea. And here you can see, this is some maple wood that I have. And it's going to cover this back door nicely, I think. I'm going to make it kind of like a little lobe and have it attach up here so maybe it can swing to the side, like a little barn door kind of thing. So what are you going to do with that acrylic? Because this is where you want the birds to come in. Well, I've got a solution. It involves my hole saw. There we go. And we'll find the right size. Pretty soon we'll have a bird-sized hole. Oops, came right out of the chuck for me. Cool. Hey, that works nicely. See? Now the little birds can get in. I'll get a file and I'll clean up that edge a little bit, make it smooth. And I've got some straw that I can throw in there for some bedding to get them started. I should have somebody nested in there sometime soon. And you know what? This makes me happy. It makes me happy to repurpose things like this, because now I've got a birdhouse. I'm also going to drill a hole right here and put a little dowel. Let's do that. Alright, so So let's come there, because I have another idea on how I'm going to do that. So I'm going to make it a little smaller. It won't swing. Maple's hard. Here, you can watch too. That's hard, and this is not the right blade. But that will give me a little door. And I like that it's pretty flat on that side. I'm not going to worry that it's not perfect because it's the back. And yeah, I might have to pre-drill some holes because that's really hard for some screws here. At least give it a fighting chance. I think I've got some smaller screws on here. I grabbed a variety. I don't, well, that's really thick material. Let's try this guy. I think that's too long. Yep, let's poke them inside. That's too long. So we'll go shorter. It's not shorter. That will work. Very good. So we're trying to help the birds, not poke them. And yes, I'll have to unscrew these if I want to take a peek. But, you know, that's okay. And I need some smaller screws. Alrighty. These will work nicely. This will also make it easy to clean it out every year. Because, you know, baby birds poo in there. So... oh, you know, I didn't put any bedding in there. Well, I can do that next. Now, I want to have a way that I can attach it. So, I'm thinking if I put something like this on there, well, it won't look great, but it'll give me some little ears, right, to attach to. I think that because I'm going in the sides here, I can go with some longer screws on these, because this material that he built with was actually pretty thick. As long as I go right there, like that. Alright, now let's do these. This is actually cedar. It would have been just fine to go in with that, I think. So these will be longer because we're going to go through the wall. There we go. There we go. Cool. Now in a birdhouse, and I can screw it into my fixture now, wherever I want it. I'm going to put it on a piece of wood on a post, I think. So let's put a perch on it, right? So I like to do things kind of natural. I always notice that birds like natural things, and so when I have situations like this, I try to go with something that's naturally sized. I had a parrot for a long time, Willie, African gray, and I own a pet store, so I know some tricks. And birds need perches of different sizes because it's like wearing the same shoes all the time. Your feet get tired, you know, they like a little change. And so if you have a perch with a lot of different sizes, then, you know, everybody will be happy. They'll find their comfort zone. And this will give them a nice big landing strip on the top here. And I'm just going to scrape down these. You could sand them if you wanted, but I usually just cheat and use a pocket knife. There we go. I do have a little file for that window. Just knock down the sharp stuff. And, you know, the backside matters too, because their toes, you know, grip and they wrap around. So you want rub your finger over everything. Make sure it's soft. All right, I'm happy with that. Let's get this door filed down so it's soft. So, I need to find a drill bit that's close. Let's try this one first. And then we'll go with that one. So, how do I want this? Something like that would look cute. Because I like them to be able to could be down here, huh? Okay. So, if I was a bird and I came to fly in, I might like it something like that. I could cut this off, make it shorter, take some curve out of it. Oops. That's not helpful. There. Ooh, I like that. Like that. That's very natural for a bird. It has a little bit of upward angle. So let's go. Well, if I come here, that's not, kind of blocks the door. Yeah, let's do that. All right, I'm gonna start straight up. Get me a little hole going. Seat. Now then. Okay. Still gotta walk off. Okay. Ooh. Kind of like that. Let's take the back off again, this inside. Because I had to put some grass in there for me. Yeah, that's okay. You know, if it goes through, then it just gives them a perch inside, which is not terrible. Oops. No, because they can't jump down like I want them to be able to jump down there. So let's trim that a skosh. Oh, I like that. Okay. Take that. I'm going to put a little bit of tight bond on it. Tight bond. Great stuff for outdoors. And this will just keep it stable. Come on, tight bond. Join the party. Wants to be closed. There we are. That'll seal that up nicely. And if they ever break the stick, I can change it out. Cool. That's gonna be cute. What do you think? It's kind of crazy looking, but you know, if you're a bird and you come to land there, that's nice. Let's go get some straw to put in. Here we go. Nice grass hay. I'll make sure one final cleaning. Oops, I got glue running. We don't want it to look that way. There we go. Get any fragments that aren't so nice out in there for them. And I'm assuming that they'll make it themselves, but we'll give them a little help. I feel like the little bird's maid service here. No. Come back here. Thankfully it didn't land on his perch. Alright. I don't want to put too much in there. That's quite a bit, but it will compress. Make sure it's not poking them in the face when they come in. There. Ooh, that looks good. If you were a bird, you'd want to live in there. Come on, admit it. Alright, let's close up the back. And call that a win. I think I donated a screw off of that other one. That's right. There's one little one right there. All right. Well. I'm glad to get this object, which has been kind of a collector's thing, out of my house, frankly. So I think I want to put it over on the hot tub, actually, on the side of it where I can see it. I think that'll be appropriate. I think it'll fit and look good right here. I'll give them Let's watch and see how they take to it. Yeah, I'm thinking if I'm a bird, I kind of liking that. Now the hot tub's not on, so it doesn't get much use, but I think even if it did, the birds would still appreciate a home like this. I know, I'm happy that it's gone, and I'm gonna have a secure box in the boat. All right, guys, I am sweating. It's time to go in, but yeah, it's cool to have a birdhouse finally on the property. Bye, everybody.